Flexibility assessment. Prior to any flexibility testing, it is important to perform at least 5 minutes of moderate aerobic activity, followed by dynamic stretching. Try to avoid fast jerky movements during your warm-up. The first test is the Canadian trunk forward flexion test. This test is used to assess the flexibility of the hamstrings and the lower back. The only equipment needed will be a sit and reach flexometer. Some key notes for this test are that the shoes must be removed, the feet must be flat against the flexometer box, this test is scored in centimeters, and it must be performed twice. While performing this test, I placed one hand on top of the other to ensure that I did not lead with one side. Exhaling as I reached, I held the final position for 2 seconds and also made sure that my knees were not bent. The best result from both tests will be used for categorization of the subject's flexibility. My personal score was 43 centimeters at the age of 27, which categorized me as excellent according to ACSM standards. The next test is the YMCA sit and reach test. This is used to assess the flexibility of the hamstrings and lower back as well. Equipment needed for this test will be a yardstick, tape, and a partner. During the test, I placed one hand on top of the other and reached as far as I could while exhaling. I held the final position for 2 seconds, ensuring that my hands were on the yardstick and my knees were not bent. After performing the test twice, the best result from both scores will be used for categorization of the subject's flexibility. My personal result was 22 inches at 27 years of age, which places me in the well above average category, according to ACSM standards. Next is the chair sit and reach test, which is generally used to test the flexibility of older populations. The equipment needed will be a chair that is 17 inches tall, a ruler, and a partner. To begin, place the chair against the wall and sit at the edge. Extend the testing leg with the ankle dorsiflexed while keeping the opposite foot flat on the floor and head in alignment. Keeping one hand on top of the other, bend forward while exhaling to touch the toes and reach as far as possible, even if this means passing the toes. Hold this position for 2 seconds. The partner's job is to hold a ruler parallel to the big toe and take the reading. Some points to note here are that the score is taken in inches. You need to make sure both legs are tested. Test results in a negative score if there is a space between fingertips and the big toe. Test results in a positive score if the fingertips pass the big toe. And test results in a score of 0 if the fingertips touch the big toe. The final assessment is the Thomas test. This test is an assessment of hip flexor flexibility. To begin, the subject must lay on the floor in a supine position. Bring one leg to the chest with the bent knee. If the opposite leg remains straight and flat on the ground, the hip flexors of that leg are considered flexible. Scoring for the Thomas test is simply deemed as flexible or inflexible. Both legs must be tested.